Hello, welcome back.
Oh,
It's more of us doing the anime. I feel like doing a reaction video without a face cam is like a bit of a weird thing these days.
sin,
Everyone's got the
really?
fancy face view, the
'Cause then you can
couches.
then you can see them screaming and stuffing their faces with popcorn, and it's just the best.
Can I tell you something really silly that I'm still not sure whether I love it or hate it? The metal community online, especially like the prog metal community, keeps just finding these random tiny react channels and just feeding them a mountain of prog metal videos.
Sure.
And they just keep growing crazy big in subscribers because everyone is like so excited to see people outside the metal sphere reacting to metal.
That's pretty great.
Like there's a bunch of hip hop guys and
Shit's just blowing
jazz
up.
people who have just been dragged into the metal sphere on YouTube, and it's so like on the one hand wholesome because everyone's so supportive, but on the other hand it's also just like, what is this content? It's just people like listening to music
And just like going insane. Look, I've actually not metal, but I have actually watched some like reaction videos to soundtracks for TV shows, which is is insane. How could you make that as content and yet people do, and they get like, thousands of views.
I don't understand why the whole like react thing is so popular at the moment. Like
People just love seeing someone reciprocate with them.
Not that I
all.
don't understand the appeal. I just don't understand the scale. Because I definitely do get the whole thing of like seeing someone enjoying something that you're interested in, or seeing someone who's an expert in what you're interested, like break it down for you.
Yeah.
But just the absolute monstrous scale at which that is happening
Dude.
is ludicrous.
Look, everyone just wants to connect. That's all it is. Everyone just wants to feel something across those audio waves and visual waves. That's straight up how that be.
Alrighty. Let's get into episode 3 and probably 4 of this anime.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's finish off Arc 1.
Is that actually all of Arc 1?
Yeah, dude. 4
Dude, that's
episodes.
nuts.
It's crazy.
Getting a bit of a recap here,
That's the one.
which of course we need because it's been so long since we saw the last episode.
It's been a whole week, dude. It's been too long.
How was this actually published in Japan? Was it like weekly installments?
I assume so. I mean, I don't know what other format it would be released in.
I don't know. They could have done the Netflix dump.
I don't think that would have worked.
Who actually started that? Was it Netflix?
Yeah.
Uh,
I have not heard of any other streaming platforms that did that.
I still find this intro incredibly out of place.
Oh, I love it. I love how weird it is. And then Rena pops up and she's like, huh? This
It's
is
like
blood.
so old school, these like synths.
It's great. I mean, this was made in 2005, so
That's not terribly long ago.
it's too long ago.
It's
for
only
me.
14 years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Ryuki's production diary that Rockmore has graciously translated for us. This is his announcement of an announcement of the anime being picked up. It's Higurashi no Nakikurani is going to receive an anime adaptation. As an original creator, it was unexpected happy news, but I also feel the weight of having to meet everyone's expectations. Ryukishi is too wholesome for this world, honestly. He's the whole post is him just being like, I don't deserve this, but I love it.
Oh, indie creators.
Ah, how adorable. Like Toby Fox.
Dude, did you hear the version of Megalovania that he did for the Smash Brothers soundtrack?
I did.
Shit's
It's fantastic.
lit. So good.
Look, everything that Toby Fox touches is gold. I just cannot get enough of that man.
I've not actually played Undertale or Deltarune or anything.
Play it. We should totally play that, dude.
I haven't had time to play fucking anything.
We should we should
I spent so much of my time pretending to be a weeb for this show that I just
pretending.
can't.
You're more of a weep than I am. Goddamn.
Why is Keiichi so depressed about everything? Why does
His
his mother have
doesn't
no
a face.
eyes?
He doesn't have a face. He's sick.
Ugh.
He's gonna stay home and not record videos.
Oh no.
That spooky girl has
Careful.
come for me. Watch out for the yandere at the door.
Oh no, not yanderes.
Watch out for her.
Which one's that again?
It's the one where you love someone so much that you want to kill anyone who comes near them.
Right.
And possibly the person that
And
you love
then
as well.
Tsundere is... Why is he at the hospital?
He's there! Woo! What up, fam?
Why is he at the hospital? Why is
Tsundere-
Irie here so early?
Tsundere is when you switch back and forth between being really cute and really like angry, basically.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, I made these cakes for you, but it's not because I like you or anything.
How
you
does Irie being here in episode 1 work for the ending of this arc?
I guess we'll find out. When we get to that scene.
Does he just not show up at the end?
Look, we'll see it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Learning about Takano.
Wow, poor Takano.
Sweet baby.
She disappeared.
She got burned in a stupid oil drum. Get wrecked. Oh,
what did they call him for? What was the point of setting that up?
They called him to
Why is his car so rattly? What is happening in this This is this is too much.
I think it's time for the cafe, right?
Too young, too fast.
That's true, actually. But
I'm gonna live it up while it lasts.
That's the one. That's Oishi's theme song. There it is. Now we're at Angel Mode. Oh my god. Lightning fast pacing. Yay!
Everything's out of order here.
Butts everywhere. Yay!
Wait, is this the same order that it happened in?
I don't think so.
Didn't Usoda happen?
I thought that happened after the cafe, but you know what? It's been a while. It doesn't really matter. Look, the point is all the events are happening. Oishi dropping truth bombs.
Oh no, all of his friends are out to betray him. Just think, they could be the culprits.
They could be the killers.
Damn, I was really hoping his face would get like more wide open.
More anime.
Just eventually to the point where he's like, his whole face is just his mouth.
Just the mouth? Yeah.
Agape.
That'd be amazing. And then he breathes fire and the whole building burns down and that's how they die. That light is so bright coming in through those windows. I guess they don't have to like draw the outside, right?
It's the classic Ken Burns effect plus white background that anime loves so much.
Yeah.
God. It is called a Ken Burns effect, isn't it? Or is
that
just what iMovie calls it?
I'm gonna trust you. Now he has dark eyes. Now everyone's like, what's happening?
Wow, you've disturbed the nearly naked women.
How dare you? That's the last thing those nearly naked women want from you. To be disturbed. Oh no.
As opposed to the Ibaraki Prefecture what?
Renna's precious.
Uh-huh. What?
What? Here it is.
I thought she was like walking over pools of blood.
I wish. Yay,
it's certainly a lot bigger in scale than I was imagining it from the VN.
Well, it's more dramatic that way.
I guess they did say all of the windows at her school.
Yeah.
I didn't think that she'd really be able to get through all of the windows before they stopped her.
Keiichi's like dramatizing it, right?
I suppose.
It's not really like how it would have looked. It's like
That's 2 words. I object.
Get out of life. Oishiro-sama. Praise Oishiro-sama. Beware.
Has this guy moved at all, or is he just still smiling awkwardly at like one of the nearby waitresses?
Smiling off camera. Like towards the off camera. Let's keep an eye out for him.
This scene is a lot less creepy than I remember it being in the VN.
Yeah.
Partially because it's faster paced, but partially because there's actually music as opposed to just incredibly uncomfortable silence.
Yeah, for sure. He's very creepy. There he is! He's still on the same face! It's the same face! He's still
terrible.
Just looking slightly off to the side.
Ugh.
I love him.
The one in danger is you.
The one who is in the danger is not me.
Don't make fun of the crappy third-party subs we've had to put over the top of this.
No, it's great. I love it. Look, it just adds to the creep factor.
That was incredibly sudden.
Yeah, but they're just here now.
They didn't even really establish that he was feeling unwell this time around. He just was at the doctor's office.
He woke up and was like, yo, mom, I got a cold. And she was like, all right. And then he was at the doctor's. English. Does some damn English. And Miona's allowed to do it because she's the leader, right?
I'm glad that my friends give me homework for fun.
Yeah, dude.
You know, I say that as though I don't have copious editing to do from all of the weird shit we do.
Why do we do the things that we do? Why do we live this life? Yeah, Mion. Quit being so loud.
You know what? This was about right, isn't it? This is the right order. Yeah, it wasn't Mion that asked that, wasn't it?
I think so.
Really should have gone over Arc 1 before we started watching this so we didn't have to make all these stupid guesses. Why you gotta drop the books? They're right there. That's rude. Save throwing it against the walls until they leave.
Yeah, it's true. Throw it over the fence, dude. I didn't do anything suspicious like this.
Oh, man.
This exact
as much
thing.
as I kind of had an inkling of what was going on when we read it in Arc 1, it's so much funnier watching it with the hindsight, like the explicit hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
You look pale, Keiichi.
Fucking lie down. You look like shit. Go to the doctor. Eat food. Be healthy.
I just want to see like a version of this scene just as they saw it.
Yeah.
Where like everything's fine and they're just being goofy.
Yeah.
And just put the two of them side by side.
I would just die. My heart would break.
Oh my god, they labeled them. It's so cute.
I know.
I wish my friends would label the poison they gave me.
I would look. That would defeat the point of giving you poison.
Would it?
Yeah.
That would assume that. Actually, not going to make that joke.
Oh, so there it is. He ate the thing. Oh, this is pretty gross. Actually, I don't like this bit. Oh,
that's what you get for buying strawberries in Australia.
Or bananas or mangoes.
It's just strawberries.
Really anything. Really any fruit. And then he freaks
Dude, look
out.
at all that high-tech camera shake. Oh, come on, he didn't even try one of the ordinary ones.
Look, he's not thinking straight, okay? He needs Jesus. He needs Jesus to come and help him out.
I wish that my friend's lunch came with an orchestral choir to accompany it.
A little band pops out of the box. I mean, that's basically what a music box is, right? Except, smaller and like...
I feel like... Wait.
What?
Okay.
He's calmed down.
He's doing the I want to wear bed sheets, but it's too hot in summer bed sheet position.
Yeah, it's the one. You gotta get one of those, like, certainly. You gotta get one of those, like, sheets, but, like, not like a quilt, like a regular sheet. Just lie on it.
Damn, he's writing this.
Yeah, dude. The all-important fucking sheet of paper that gets ripped later.
And the only line that they cut out doesn't matter. Nothing is significant about this. It's all just a gag.
Yeah, dude. That Renna and Mion, what a bunch of tricksters. Coming back to life and taking that one line.
Dude, that's not going to stay. Oh, he's taping it. Why is the tape not visible?
Budget, dude. They don't have a tape budget. They have a Keiichi budget, but not a tape budget. That is the only disappointment, really, of having a Keiichi, visual. So we can't have that fantastic gag where they joke about him not being on camera. He's
that is true.
Lines. We can't
also,
have that
they made a big
joke.
point in the VN about how he hit it somewhere where it was obvious but not too obvious. That just felt not obvious.
They just did a thing, yeah. They just put it on the clock.
Man, he looks really upset about that note.
Looks like he's so mad. Good thing a white van is here to pick him up.
What the fuck? This is not how I imagine this scene going at all.
No. This is much more like overt. For sure. Sorry. Boom, boom.
Why did they turn around? You drove right past him. You could have just run him over the first time. What is he looking for?
To be fair, they're really trying to escalate this, like, as
what is he possibly looking for? Oh my goodness, is that a bat that says Satoshi?
He's got the symbolism. He's ready. He's ready to go full Keiichi.
Oh my goodness. We haven't even had a sports scene.
Aw, no zombie tag. I'm sad. But you can see all the girls in their PE outfits.
Why do you look like that? Oh, because I was run over by a van.
Oh, Sadako, no. Oh, sweet baby, no.
See, that was good. That was decent. I can appreciate that.
Rika being a subtle motherfucker. Like, my friend is really hurt, but I'm going to try and salvage the situation. I do really enjoy the subtleties of both of their characterizations.
Yeah, that was pretty decent. The emotive faces really lent a lot to that scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that is terrible form. Can we get a baseball coach in here?
He doesn't need proper form. He just needs to swing that bat as high as he can. Have I told people on the show that I actually did baseball back
So
in the
why
day?
did they just arrive at the school through the wall?
Yeah, dude. It's good fun.
My reaction was similar there.
And then they left because they realized he didn't know shit.
With a sense of crisis?
Yeah. An impending sense of crisis. Let's be clear.
Wow, did you see that visual foreshadowing?
Yeah. It's just like what he does at
Oh
the
my
end.
goodness, it's the principal.
And now he's gone.
Why does Mion have no hands?
Because you don't need hands
Why
to play
does
games.
Brenna have no hands?
Oh,
Why does Sadako have ham hands?
Ham hands. Oh, no.
And then Keiichi's just here with fingers. That's how you know he's the bad guy.
You know how? That's how you know he's a real.
Oh, they all have hands. They're all evil.
Oh. Well, how do you hold the bat without fingers?
You just stuff it into your Lego claws.
Just wail. Oh,
wow.
Don't make it a sex thing.
What a
right,
rude thing to say. Why can't he just be alone if he wants to? It's not like he's gonna kill you or anything.
Everyone be like, what you doing, Keiichi? Do you need help? He's like, nah, boy, I got a bat. I got the symbolism bat. I'm good.
I wish I had a symbolism bat.
I have one at my place if you want to come by and...
Why do you have a symbolism bat?
Because I spray painted it for my play. I have a bat that I use for my play. I spray painted it black. Yeah. It's just chilling in my closet somewhere. It was black.
Man, they're making him out to be way more of an asshole in this here anime.
You're right.
Despite having made the initial scene of Rena being spooky so much more convincing, they just gave up.
I don't know if they've given up yet. Hayaka! Oh.
Dude, he's so much leg.
He's a tall man.
Keiichi's a leggy bitch.
Wow, that is inappropriate. Cut that. Cut that.
Why would I cut that?
It's inappropriate.
Here we go. This is the bit. What? What are you talking about?
It's time. Everyone's really scared and horrified, and I hate it. And the name is there. It's all been solved. I borrowed it from his corpse. I asked his corpse for permission. He said yes. He's possessed by the ghost of Satoshi. That's not true. He played baseball.
Nah, I reckon it was just propaganda by area. I don't think anyone on that team actually played sport.
Yeah. They all just like
that's why they called him manager instead of coach at the end of Arc 1.
Because there is no team, really.
Exactly. Well, then there's a team. There's just no play.
I see. They are never going to put the ball into play. I understand.
Everyone is uncomfortably still.
Yeah, it is a bit annoying, isn't it? It's all right.
Man, this is about as energetic as the VN. And the eyes on.
There it is.
Yay.
Yay. Yeah. And they're. Ooh. What'd you tell him?
Everything's gone silent.
Transferred out. And now she has the power. She has the metaphors. Oh, damn.
There we go. That was a nice use of the audio.
She better step on him or something. Oh, and then we cut. That's it.
That's why the audio in the VN can just never compete with like proper sound design.
Oh, and that it can actually like have cues and shit?
Yeah. You say that as though you haven't already left.
I was going to say, did that happen in the VN as well? Do they just call him like, God, they are irresponsible. They're really not the best parents.
I think they at least, maybe it's just the subs speaking in future tense.
Maybe.
Instead of past tense. Whoa, did they just say his contract isn't going well? I thought they just had contract negotiations. We really need to stop commenting on these subtitles. They're either inaccurate or the anime is just wrong.
We're going to get outed as people using wrong subtitles.
Yeah, because we had to import them because your dumb DVD copies wasn't working. What the? I love how there was a creepy audio cue just after he put on some random dancing on the TV.
Yeah. I don't even know what kind of show that was.
Nobody could know that I was dancing.
I was watching dancing. And now it's a completely different show. Is it some kind of skit show? Like
slapstick. It's Oishi from the Kinomiya bookstore. He's fanning himself.
Yeah, dude. He is ostentatious. He loves himself.
Where's
He's a little like Jabba the
Kuma-chan?
Hutt. Just enough like Jabba the Hutt. Kuma-chan, I don't even know. Kuma-chan doesn't do much in the anime. I'm sad. Sad to say.
It's kind of weird because I don't think in like the terms of the honorifics, it just kind of becomes part of the name for me.
Sure.
So I can't say it without it because it sounds wrong, but I don't think of it in like the context that it initially belongs in.
Sure.
A common sewing needle as opposed to an uncommon sewing needle?
Yeah, have you seen Oishi's sewing needles? They are ostentatious. They are beautiful gems. Oh, that's a running animation.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Is he going to do it again? There's a muscly hand.
Oh no, my mother actually took out the trash. What a disaster.
How dare
Why
she?
can't she be messy like me? The proportions on that phone were all wrong just then.
Dude, that's a huge phone.
The proportions on that phone changed almost as much as Tomataki's.
But it's what if it's done intentionally to
hey, there
freak you
are
out?
walls. There are walls on the Mayabara compound in the anime.
Yeah, dude. You got attack dogs and helicopters and things.
UFOs.
Death squads from America. See that smoke
many
there? Oh,
fucking
beautiful.
Cigarettes. What the fuck? That's obscene.
That's a lot of cigarettes.
That's obscene. They don't even look completely burned through.
I am Satoshi. I am the night.
It would have been kind of cute if that painting on the wall there was just straight from the VN.
That would be a nice Easter egg, wouldn't it? Oh, spooky stuff's happening. Watch out. Don't open the door, you silly man. Don't do it. The doorbell is ringing. Will you answer it?
No, not the doorbell.
Not the doorbell of blood.
Well, that sure was a third episode of an anime.
We did it. We made it to the end.
Nothing particularly exciting happened there, but my goodness. Just think of all the good things we got through.
Like Oishi and the bit with Rena being like, you're like Satoshi.
I do not think, despite all of my complaints of how slow-paced the VN is, I do not think I could have watched something this fast.
No. It's interesting as an idea of like getting people into the show, but it just cuts out so much, which is funny because I have the production diary open again, and the last line is, it's kind of sad to see anime that attempts to include all the scenes from an original and turns out rushed. Quote Ryukashi, 2005.
Wait, is he saying that in the context of... I'm confused.
This is as part of his announcement post of the anime being licensed.
And he's saying that he wants the anime to be faster paced?
No. He's saying that it's sad to see anime that are licensed that turn out rushed. He says, I hope that it'll be easy to follow for both people who have already read the original as well as for those who haven't yet. And he puts in brackets, like it's sad when production gets rushed and they try to include all the scenes and shit just is not paced well. Which is pretty much what ends up happening here.
Yeah.
Like, the very thing he was afraid of is what happened. But don't you apologize, Higurashi, for what happened yesterday.
Only apologize for what happened the day after that.
Yeah. Apologize for Kikonia. Whatever goes wrong there. Oh, she's crying too. Oh,
alrighty.
Sweet baby.
Episode 4.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, here we are.
We're doing the episode 4, the final episode of Higurashi no Nakakoni. I mean, When They Cry First Season, Arc 1.
Wow.
I've done that joke, I think, in every episode, which, you know,
it's alright. I'm going to cut most of them.
It's a good joke. It
is a pretty funny joke.
Thank you.
Provided that you have the same edition of the box art that Ben does.
Look, let me know in the comments of this video. You have to keep this one because you guys got to let me know in the comments whether you have the same box art. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture of it on Twitter or something.
I think you should.
Yeah.
One of our social media people at 2SCR keeps telling us we need to use more social media.
Really?
And yes.
Oh.
You were there for that meeting.
That was a long time ago. And
it
also,
was like 2 weeks ago.
He didn't go to the next recording session. He might be there tomorrow.
They have other things to do with their lives.
I know.
Unlike us, who only have dumb weeb shit to do with our lives.
We just lock ourselves in your room for like days on end. It's great. And just record.
Don't remind me.
That's all we do. We get lost in each other's scent sometimes. It's a whole thing. We're like that butterfly. One broken wing, one whole wing.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm going to have to freeze frame on if that's how I'm editing these episodes.
Nice. Good luck with that. I do like the
Let's make
glints.
a cover of this theme song where you sing it as Oishi.
Why don't we just do the ABCs, dude? Why don't we just do...
Because we have to tease that ABCs for as long as possible.
I want to do it, though. I've been teasing it since, like, episode 1.
Yeah, we got to tease it for longer.
It's happening. I'll make it happen. I'll tie you down
Who's
with
at the door?
Chair. I'll tie you down with bondage rope. Speaking of bondage rope. Hey, Renna, what's up? This is my wallpaper, by the way. That shot of Renna, like, hanging out in the door.
Is it?
Yeah.
Specifically from this anime?
Not from the anime, no. It's like an artistically drawn version of it. That's my PC background. My laptop background, however, is lyrics from the Kai opening.
I see. All of my computer backdrops are all just drawings by a man named Starkitect.
Sounds cool. But you remember, you are not a flower from hell.
Oh, goodness. How did she possibly know?
She's psychic. She's also a demon. She's possessed by an alien, maybe? That's my other theory. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, not cup ramen. That's my least favorite kind of ramen. Right after spoon ramen.
I do hate this scene, though. It's like a really distorted vision effect thing they got going on. Look at that. She grabs the chain.
Uh-huh.
This thing gave me fucking nightmares.
Here we go.
I don't want to look.
Here we go.
I don't want to. No, that's not fun.
Oh!
That's not fun. My sweet babies. Fucking motifs.
Okay, but serious question. He was pushing... He was pulling on the door, but it's a push to close.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how to explain it, dude. Now, if we were doing the reaction video right, you should have been screaming through that whole scene.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
You did it wrong. You're
You're
supposed to react like, oh my god, that would hurt so much. My fingers.
So much agony.
My fingers would hurt if that happened
my
to me.
poor fingies. Not my fingies.
And my ego is hurt as well for some reason. And then I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Ooh, lightning.
Truthfully, I'm suspicious, he says as the
I
lights
agree.
turn off. So much on the nose. So good.
I am a suspicious person.
Dude, his eyes are huge. Now his eyes are tiny.
They dilated for that. Because if they're not big, then you can't telegraph them getting tiny. Teeny tiny eyes. It's so dramatic.
The visuals in this show.
This is just the same damn shit as last time. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you gotta reuse as many shots as possible.
God damn it. Dean!
Dean.
Why is Dean such a nerd?
I don't know.
Dean. That's weird. I wonder why they do that.
What? Why'd they do what?
Not
Herds?
prosecute. That would be weird.
Oh. I thought you were saying why they'd, like, use a bat as a weapon.
Oh, no, that's pretty reasonable. Bats are cool. I mean, have you
Holy shit, did you just see the whole road levitating towards his window?
I totally missed that. I was thinking about metal bats and how impactful they are.
They were clearly trying to do, like, a dolly zoom, but it just looked like the road was just approaching his window.
Speaking of, her face is real big. Oh, that's sad.
And we've just moved on.
This is the pain. This is the pain scene. This whole sequence is pain.
Did you always like baseball? Person who is doing the same thing as the person last year who definitely didn't like baseball that I know exactly what's happening to, but don't feel comfortable enough to say it about. How are you? That's this scene, that one.
Mion. But what if it was actually Shion dressed up like Mion in this scene?
Oh.
That's a theory.
Good question.
A Higurashi theory.
Who did I bother and when?
Good question.
Damn.
Some dude who probably didn't even matter to you at all.
Some guy, I just kind of forgot it, you know.
Yeah, there is some really like sad subtext going on here if we fucking know about Satoshi.
This is one of the areas where the anime is not brave enough with its sound design, where it really should be playing some like music to support the subtext of the scene.
Nah, it's just cicadas. It's just ominous cicadas.
That's clearly obvious.
Oh. Whoa, that's like a lion or something.
Wow!
It's like a puma. We're at a strike. A cheetah. It's cagey as a
Whoa!
cheetah.
Calm down, that cowboy.
Aw.
What an asshole!
Well, thank you, she says.
Who did what? Who did what?
She got them wide eyes.
Wow, it looks like a gun barrel.
It does. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the twist. Dude,
I
what if we got to the end
can't believe they didn't even mention the Tabasco. That was
true.
like a key part of this scene.
It was. But who cares about continuity?
Okay. Small issue. How does he even know that? You have from a source that he was at a cafe with Uishi. Why would you not know?
He just does.
Was that guy? Ooh.
There you go. Tension.
Wow. That would be irresponsible, Mion. You can't just go around killing people.
Nah, not like your sister can.
Ah, the good old cicada sound cue.
I was just going to say, I cannot wait to get to the end of Arcade and turn out that the gun, the metal bat is actually a gun.
Dude,
and it's going to transition
it's
to
just
Ruby.
some straight Ruby shit. Yeah.
Dude. That's how it's going to end. And the hatchet is like, it like splits in half in the middle and it becomes longer and she like swings around like nunchucks, but it's like 2 blades.
Oh my goodness.
That's the one.
Whoa, she disappeared. Whoa,
oh, she teleports! She is a demon.
Got you there.
Fucking
For getting
got
into
him.
a house, obviously.
She's having a great time. Some of these shots are like pretty like detailed. I like it. I like the like crazy shots of Renna. They're cool.
I'm not scared.
No, you. This is not scary. This is not detailed
Wow,
enough.
okay, come
Just
on.
a wide shot.
You could have just said I regretted it. You didn't have to include if you're gonna cut lines, you gotta cut the lines that,
Don't
make
matter.
sense.
Yeah.
Answer me. Got you there.
It was me, Renna.
What? Who?
Who's that? Who's that nerd?
Okay, so in the who done it, how done it, why done it. Who done it is Oyashiro-sama.
Mm-hmm.
How done it is I don't know,
Supernatural.
God.
Supernatural powers.
The question is why done it.
because they just hate everyone.
Why would Oyashiro-sama hate everyone?
Because they're just a meanie. They're a big meanie who doesn't let people come in their shrine, hanging out. Doesn't like people eating Tabasco sauce. It's heresy.
Are you saying that Oyashiro-sama curses people who eat Tabasco?
Yes.
You're saying that Oyashiro-sama is really just racist towards Mexicans?
You know, I wouldn't go that far, but now I think about it. Oh, damn.
Is Tabasco Mexican?
I don't know.
It better be,
I
otherwise
assume
we're
so.
going to have to just fake that joke.
Fake it till you make it, baby. That's how it be.
It's probably American.
Woo, silhouettes. And then she goes completely
The
crazy.
McClenny Company of Avery Island, Louisiana,
Oh,
according to the first page of Google.
well then. She's racist against the Louisianans.
Here we go. We're chasing them down.
Except we're not at all.
Who are these
Who are
nerds?
these? What?
That's the same guys from the van.
They're twins!
We're not supposed to know that yet.
But they're twins, dude. They're gonna get him.
Dude, Keiichi is so much faster than them. Holy shit.
No, they're
What?
not.
That's
He's definitely
cheating.
not.
The
He's
trees were definitely
not.
going faster past Keiichi.
He's definitely not faster. You couldn't tell by the subtle lack of animation, but the men were actually running very fast. Oh shit. There's 3 of them!
What? There
They're
wasn't
triplets!
3 in the VN.
There you go. It was also much shorter than the VN, which, whatever, dude.
Well, I mean,
Well, there was no fight scene in this version. In the VN, there's like a back and forth. This is just whacking. We're just hanging out here.
what?
What's up, girl?
How did we even get back here? It's physically impossible.
Give him a peck on the forehead.
Are you saying that Renna can divide herself into 3 grown men in army uniforms?
She can do anything, honestly. She's a mythical creature who can do whatever she wants.
Oh, hey, she actually does have the gun in the anime as well. I only just noticed that.
Yay! Thank God. The real ass gun that she just carries with her, presumably. The director.
I love that it just at no point has mentioned the gun
Yeah.
in either edition of the story.
It just doesn't matter.
It's so
just
stupid.
there. She just carries a real, what I assume is a real gun around. And for those of you who are going to comment, it's not a real gun, we got it confirmed. I don't even care. I don't care. It's a real gun. Ha ha! That sounds like fun, guys.
Oh. See, I wonder what happened in the conversation out in the schoolyard earlier, like where, he was saying, why would you do this, Mion, if this is like, if they then continue the game later on when Keiichi's clearly, allegedly not into it.
Look, they just think it's all fun and games,
Oh my goodness, is that a needle?
We know better.
In my Higurashi? That's
More likely-
device X. We can't
more
have
likely than you
device
think.
X.
More likely than you think. That's how this shit works. Yeah.
Do you find it uncomfortable watching needles
No,
going into
it's
flesh?
not the needles that concern me.
That was abrupt.
Yeah. I will say though, that moment like took my breath away when I first watched it. The like flashing of all of Keiichi's memories, like just before he whacks him, it's pretty fucked up. I'm very partial to like sudden flashbacks in moments of impending crisis.
That was weird. Like, the pace of that was really cool, but like, yeah. It's so clear that it's Irie there. That's so weird.
It is very weird.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, to be fair, if you're watching this for the first time, be like, who's that guy? I don't know who that is. Flash. Who's that mysterious doctor man? I mean, director.
So it's like way more open about the like military kind of thing here.
It is. Yeah. Whatever this is.
I don't even really think that the VN's been that open about it yet.
Well, I don't think that Higurashi had everything like 100% planned out at this point. So the anime has taken some liberties with the first arc. But yeah. It's just these like uniform looking dudes. Oh.
My goodness, he has stars coming out of his eyes.
That can't be good for you. You have to get that checked out. Did you see like Oishi's cheeks a second ago were just like so saggy? You look at old grandma. This is definitely one of my favorite scenes though. Just like realizing what's going on. That he's like clawing out his own throat. Hate it. The screen is having a seizure. This is not good. We need to calm this screen down.
Good
Come on! Oh, the boy! There he goes.
In his
Kuma-chan, the
slick
hero.
purple tie. That's the first time we've ever actually seen him.
He just ran past the screen.
I forgot to change our levels there. That was probably super fucking loud.
Look, we were too excited.
Oyashiro-sama seems to exist.
Exists. God damn it. Exists, and put it in quotation marks.
That that actually probably is what the translation is meant to be.
It doesn't matter. Oh, it's all very freaky and weird.
Come on, turn around and show us the blood.
Show us the blood. Show us the neck.
We actually didn't have any mentions of the like footsteps thing at all.
No, we haven't at all. I mean, that scene in the like the shopping place, the grocery store, has been completely cut. Yeah. There's a lot of motifs that like they just don't introduce or don't explore properly.
Yeah, there's also the whole thing when we're looking at like, his mother and Ren are shopping together. When we're like flashing back to Keiichi being in the grocery store, there's the footsteps there, but is that meant to signify Renner, or is that like still meant to be a separate issue?
Who knows, dude? It's up to you to figure out.
Is it figure outable?
Yeah, dude. Totally is.
So good of Keiichi to actually hang up after he died.
It's very handy.
All right, let's get the post-mortem.
Here we go. We need like 2 minutes of this damn video. There's all the dead people.
Is that a fucking quill? Oh no, he's fanning himself.
Yeah,
I thought it was a quill.
He's got the fucking feather, the swan feather or whatever. Feather or whatever?
Excuse me, he didn't invite them. They invited themselves. That's why they got killed.
It's true. What else are you supposed to think?
It's no wonder Ueshi hasn't been able to catch Takano after all this time, if this is the assumption he makes. That's a good visual. I like that visual.
Yeah, that's a lot of like messy blood just everywhere. Like clearly just in chaos. Yeah, it's good. Sign of drugs.
You know, in fairness, having made the comment previously about how it didn't focus on where he'd hidden the thing, it really doesn't make a difference where he'd hidden the thing, does it? Because
as long as they
just
get
found it.
Yeah. As long as they get it in the end, that's
pretty
the main
moot
thing.
point. I'd never make it as a mystery writer.
It's true. That's why you gotta stick to solving them.
That's true.
Can't do anything else.
That transition there was nice.
Yeah. It's like pan up is very good to like end the arc. That is my only wish. And the like cicadas playing us out. Beautiful. And then the melancholic
Oh yeah.
and yeah.
You know, I only just realized that outro lyric was in English.
What do you mean? Did I say like in the first time we watched it that it was English?
I know, but I've been operating the panel at the same time here, so I wasn't like necessarily tuned into it. But there you go. I've learned.
Yeah, no, it's English. To get my happiness, I have done everything. It's actually not terrible.
That was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised by that.
Yeah.
Not to say that I was expecting less than that. But
Here's the thing. It's not as bad as some of the anime haters will have you believe. It is subpar, I think, compared to the visual novel. But as I say, like as a gateway into the story, I think it's fine. It was enough to hook me, certainly.
Yeah. I really would like a, edited version of the VN, even if it was like a fan-made thing.
Sure.
So that we could like, have a slightly more refined version of the story to present to people.
Could you imagine if every visual novel writer did that with their work? Like how much more accessible the meaning would be if they're like, here's the shorter version of rewrite with only 2 routes and no comment.
I'm not even saying like, cutting down the number of routes. I'm just saying like...
That's fine.
Especially for Ryukishi
I'm being
stuff.
facetious. Yeah.
But it's so weird because like the VN's too much. The anime is too little. I don't know about the manga.
I hear the manga is very good. I hear that certainly compared to the anime, it's a good adaptation. It has everything in there and the gore is very like visceral. The way that they use the like shading, I hear, is very like artfully done.
Yeah.
There's some really great like splash pages, like 2 full pages of the manga. I don't know you off the top of my head, but that's what I've heard.
Well, that has been Arc 1's rendition in the anime. What a strange little anime.
It is. I'm glad they made it, but like Ufotable, if you're out there and you want to like save another one of Dean's dying products and I don't know, turn it into a gacha game down the line, that'd be great. Just get on it. Make When They Cry the next Fate series. Just do it.
I don't think that okay. I'm about to say something hefty. You ready?
Uh-huh.
I don't think Higurashi deserves it.
What?
The thing that was impressive about Ufotable's remake of Fate Stay Night was that it was like a series that had a lot of very active fights and visual elements to it.
Sure.
Higurashi's strong suits as a story is a lot more the psychology of it.
Sure.
And like it deserves a better animation, but it doesn't need the treatment that Fate Stay Night got.
I mean, that's fine. Like, literally any studio I think could do a better job. I would love to see someone pick it up and run with it, and maybe even get another dub, which, like, again, we didn't go through because English dub is terrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would love to see a remake. I would love to see get like a proper treatment. In fact, I'd like to see a studio pick up both Higurashi and Umineko and just go through those and like redub them, remake them, just cut them up properly. Because we're not going to get there for a little while, but when we get to Higurashi Nakikoro Nikai, the complete season, God damn it. It's actually like pretty well done. Like the animation is actually pretty solid in that. Even if somebody just went through and touched up the first season, I would be very happy with it. And maybe gave the arcs a little bit more room to breathe. I think literally like 2 more episodes for each arc would do them so much justice. To just have everything feel a bit more organic, throw the tips in there, make us see a little bit about them, something like that. Maybe a few more like cutaway scenes where we're not following Keiji's perspective. You know, maybe we cut over to where Keiji's parents are and their little negotiation thing and see what's happening over there.
Yeah.
Just to like make the world breathe a bit more and be a bit more real.
I don't know. It's like, I would love that as well. I don't think that for how much this franchise is worth financially.
Oh God, I mean,
it's feasible.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic, but yeah, I don't know that. I mean, we'll see how Kikunia does. As of recording, Kikunia is like very soon about to come out. Maybe that'll revitalize interest in the When They Cry series.
Maybe.
I wouldn't hold out hope for it, but like it's possible.
When They Cry is clearly pretty big in the like VN scene, but the VN scene itself is pretty small.
Yeah, I mean,
so the scale at which you might perceive Higurashi, and not to say you specifically, but is like probably far removed from where it sits in terms of like how much it actually costs to get these things done.
I mean, there's a reason why Funimation never did a second season, and why Dean never did a second season of Umineko, and like none of. Oh, well, actually, that's not true. There was one anime series, I think, that Ryushi had a hand in, but it's mostly just been manga adaptations that have been like the thing. And I don't know. I guess it's cheaper. I guess it's just cheaper.
Yeah. I think honestly what would probably do the When They Cry series the best would be like a more internationally minded adaptation.
Maybe.
And I think I've seen a lot of discussion in this community previously about how like impossible that would be because of the style of Ryukishi's storytelling. But there's got to be like one mad genius out there who could pull it off.
Yeah. We need an auteur. We need like a Genrobuchi to like put their hands on this and do something crazy with it. The Uro Butcher, as he is sometimes known. Shout out to him. But yeah, like I feel like there's gotta be a way to adapt it in a way that is friendly to, you know, Eastern and Western audiences that'll bring in a profit. It's just not in front of us right now.
The other thing that's interesting to me is like how much this story actually stands up in the broader scope. Because like to me, I really enjoy these stories and I think that they're much better than their initial impression is.
Sure.
Because their initial impression is in neither Higurashi nor Umineko's case particularly strong.
Sure.
But I think the underlying story is pretty good. And I wonder if that's just because I've gotten so deep into it or whether that is actually like a measurable, you know, academically valid criticism.
I don't know. I mean, there definitely is a sense of like Stockholm syndrome, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I definitely think that the more that you experience these stories, the more that you start to get you get to know Ryukishi and his like story of writing these novels and like why he's writing them. When those elements of the story start to come through, I think that that's where they shine the brightest, right? You get that service level of like, oh no, Keiichi's gonna get killed by those cute schoolgirls. That's not good. And then he killed them. But then there's like Ryukishi's commentary on isolation, community, and fellowship, and like all that important shit. And that's why you stick around, right? Like it's multi-layered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like it says on the back of the box, let me pull this quote here. A perfectly cute looking girl can turn into a perfectly menacing creature with startling swiftness. That's a quote from the Anime News Network about Higurashi.
I see.
And that, I mean, as I say, that like contrast is like what sells the story to me and what makes it so fascinating to dig through. But if you just see one half of the coin, it can be difficult to like dig far enough in. That was a metaphor that I bungled, but you get the point.
Yeah, because like
the coin over.
I am not a Japanime fan. There's a lot of Japanime stuff that like I really dislike, but at the same time, I feel like I'm more open-minded to it than most people would be.
Sure.
And well, let me rephrase that. I'm more open-minded to that than most people I know would be.
Wow.
So it's very hard for me to like judge how something like that would actually go on like a larger scope, and I'm hesitant to just shout into the echo chamber of people who want Higurashi adaptations and stuff.
No, gotta do it. Someone's gotta do it. We're gonna be the people to be like, yo, adaptations. Let's go.
Maybe we just need to take over the Australian media industry and do it ourselves.
Look, if there's a Saudi prince out there who wants Higurashi
we gotta
made,
be the Saudi prince.
We can't
be the Saudi prince you want to see in the world, Ben.
We need money first. We need to get capital, and then we can create whatever we want. We can be the heroes of the anime industry.
We'll just play the stock market to support you being a weeb.
Look, as Western Australian weebs, we can save Japanime. We can do it.
Disclaimer, Ben is not from Western Australia.
No, but I am from out in the sticks in the Eastern Australia.
Mm-hmm.
But I am from West as opposed to Japan. So that's fun.
Even though we're basically the same longitude.
It doesn't matter. I was out in the middle of nowhere. I lived out in the country. That's a thing. That's a thing that's true.
Next time.